Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. I want to begin with a simple observation. Life is not determined by your circumstances. Life is not determined by luck. Life is not determined by the economy, your job, or your boss. Life is determined by the questions you ask yourself. Yes, the questions you ask yourself today, tomorrow, and every day. Because the quality of your life is directly related to the quality of your questions. I learned this many years ago from my mentor, Earl Schoaf. He said to me, "Jim, the easiest thing in the world is to do what's easy. The most difficult thing is to ask yourself the questions that make you grow." And I believed him. You see, most people go through life asking questions like, why is life so hard? Why am I not rich yet? Why does success come to some people and not to me? Those are the wrong questions. Wrong questions bring you the wrong answers. Wrong answers bring you the wrong results. If you want a better life, you must learn to ask the right questions. Step 1, ask questions about yourself. The first set of questions is about who you are and what you are becoming. Because life is not something that happens to you. Life is a reflection of the person you are. Ask yourself, who am I really? Am I growing or am I stagnating? What habits am I practicing that are helping me and which ones are hurting me? What is my philosophy about money, relationships, and time? Am I becoming the person I need to be to achieve my goals? I remember telling a young man in a seminar, you are working hard, but are you working on the right things? Are you working on yourself? He looked puzzled. I said, don't wish life were easier. Wish you were better. That is the first key question. Am I growing today in a way that will matter tomorrow? Many people focus on what they want, but the question should always be, who do I need to become to deserve what I want? I learned this the hard way. I used to want success, wealth, and freedom, but I didn't want to pay the price of personal development. It took time, mentorship, reflection, and action to understand. You don't get what you want, you get what you become. Ask yourself, am I disciplined enough to handle success when it comes? Am I honest enough to earn the trust of others? Am I patient enough to stay consistent when results are slow? These are the questions that shape character, and character is the foundation of a better life. Step 2, ask questions about your goals. The second set of questions is about your direction and purpose, because people drift through life without asking, where am I going? What is my ultimate purpose? Are my daily actions aligned with my long-term goals? I remember a story from one of my seminars. I asked a man, how much have you saved for the future? He said, not much. I'll get to it later. I said, let me ask you a question. Where will later be when you are 60? He paused, and that pause changed him. You see, asking the right questions forces clarity, and clarity brings results. Ask yourself, what is my life's purpose? Am I building skills that will matter 10 years from now? If I keep living the same way, where will I be in 5 years? What is the one thing I could do today that would make the biggest difference in my life? One of my favorite phrases is, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. But before discipline, you need clarity. And clarity comes from the questions you ask yourself. If you never ask, am I moving in the right direction? You will drift. And drifting will waste your time, energy, and potential. Step 3, ask questions about your relationships. Life is not lived in isolation. Your relationships with family, friends, colleagues, mentors shape your experience more than anything else. Ask yourself, am I giving more than I take? Am I a source of encouragement or criticism? Who do I spend the most time with, and are they helping me grow? Am I learning from people wiser than me? I often tell audiences, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So ask yourself, are my friends lifting me up or dragging me down? Are my children learning from my example? Am I nurturing relationships that matter? Or am I wasting time on people who add nothing of value to my life? I remember sharing this story in a seminar. A man came up to me and said, Jim, I feel stuck. I can't get ahead. I asked him, who do you spend your evenings with? He said, mostly friends at the local bar. I said, then the solution is simple. Change your company. Spend time with people who have the habits, the mindset, and the discipline you want to have. He did. And within months, his life began to improve. The questions you ask about your relationships determine the quality of your life more than your income, your education, or your job. Step 4, ask questions about your time. Time is the one resource you cannot buy, borrow, or replace. Ask yourself, how am I using my time each day? Am I investing in things that will pay off 10 years from now? Am I wasting time on entertainment that doesn't nourish my mind? What could I do today that my future self will thank me for? I remember saying to a seminar audience, most people plan their vacation better than they plan their life. Think about that. People spend months planning a 2-week vacation, but don't spend 10 minutes planning their life. Ask yourself, am I working on my business or my job? Am I working on my mind or just filling my mind with noise? Am I growing as a person every day? The answers to these questions determine whether your life is reactive or proactive. Step 5, ask questions about your finances. Money is important, but how you think about money is even more important. Ask yourself, am I managing my money wisely? Am I saving consistently? Am I investing in my education as well as my bank account? Am I spending on things that matter or on things that vanish? I often tell the story of a young man who wanted to be wealthy. He said, Jim, I want a lot of money. I asked, how much have you saved so far? He said, almost nothing. I said, then start asking better questions. How can I increase my value? How can I earn more? How can I spend less? The better questions lead to better answers, and better answers lead to better results. Step 6, ask questions about your health. Your health is your greatest wealth. Ask yourself, am I taking care of my body? Am I eating wisely and exercising regularly? Am I resting enough? Am I reducing stress and taking time for reflection? I have always said, if you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? Your energy, your vitality, and your ability to act on opportunity depend on your health. Ask the questions and act on them. It is never too late to make small changes that add up over time. Step 7, ask questions about your mind. Your mind is like a garden. Ask yourself, what am I thinking about most of the time? Am I feeding my mind with ideas that help me grow or ideas that bring me down? Am I learning something new every day? I often tell audiences, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Ask yourself, what book will I read this month? What mentor can I learn from? What skill can I develop that will increase my value in life? Your mind determines your results. Better questions create a better mind. A better mind creates a better life. Step 8, ask questions about your legacy. Finally, the most important questions are about your legacy. Ask yourself, How will I be remembered? What impact am I having on the people around me? Am I leaving the world better than I found it? Am I teaching, mentoring, or inspiring others? I often remind audiences, success is not what you accumulate. Success is what you attract. And what you attract is a reflection of the person you become. When you ask these questions, you shift your focus from temporary gains to lasting significance. Step 9, ask questions that challenge you. The best questions are uncomfortable. They make you think, reflect, and act. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding that I know I should face? What fear is holding me back? What opportunity am I ignoring? What am I willing to do differently to create the life I want? I once shared with an audience, if you want your life to get better, you must get uncomfortable. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Questions are the tools that take you from comfort to growth. The better the questions, the better the life. Step 10, ask questions daily. Finally, make this a daily habit. Ask yourself questions every day. Start with one simple question in the morning. What one thing can I do today that will make the biggest difference in my life? End with one question at night. What did I do today to grow, learn, or improve? Ask yourself questions consistently, and your life will respond. Because life does not give you answers for free. Life does not reward passivity. Life rewards those who think deeply, reflect honestly, and act intentionally. So today I challenge you to make questions your most powerful tool. Ask questions about yourself. Ask questions about your goals. Ask questions about your relationships, time, finances, health, mind, and legacy. Ask questions that challenge you. Ask questions daily. The life you dream of is not out there somewhere. It is inside you, waiting to be unlocked by the questions you ask and the actions you take. Remember, success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. And the person you become is shaped by the questions you ask. Ask better questions. Think better thoughts. Act with intention. Grow your character. Live your best life. Thank you for your attention. And may the questions you ask today shape a better life tomorrow.